Hey, everybody, welcome to What the Flick. Christy,
that's the camera,
Matt,
not that one. That one.
What?
It's monsters.
Oh, sorry.
We gotta be quiet. They hear you, they'll hunt you.
Welcome to What the Flick.
Okay.
We can do the whole
Okay,
way,
that's,
but
yeah, the
it's
mics
tempting.
are not that strong. I had a legitimate doctor's excuse for missing the Quiet Place screening, so I did. I'm gonna see it, I hear it's great, but they're gonna tell you more
It
about
is great.
It is great. All right, A Quiet Place. There's my camera.
Hi,
A
camera.
Quiet Place is about.
About that camera.
So it is a somewhat, I guess, post-apocalyptic sort of world where this family, where John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are the parents, they have 3 children, and the movie opens with them in a store and kind of raiding the store, all very, very, very quietly, and you're not really sure why everybody needs to be so quiet. They kind of speak to each other in sign language, maybe a little bit whispering, and then we find out, oh my God, don't make any noise at all, because they'll get you. Let's watch the trailer.
Fighting a massive invasion. Total devastation.
So this is one of
Okay.
the more tense movie-going experiences I have had in my life, and it was so cool being in a packed theater where it was absolutely silent. Like, people were not munching popcorn, people were not whispering to each other. It was, you could hear a pin drop, and that was such an effective way to see this movie.
Right, now real quick, I want to remind everybody we're still partnering with AdamTickets.com, so if you want to see this movie,
And you should.
go to AdamTickets.com, enter the code WTF5, you get $5 off your movie, and just by entering the code, you're helping support TYT and What the Flick, and you could get a little money off and see this, and this is absolutely a movie you should see in the theater.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's the sound design, I mean, beyond just the use of silence, which is masterful, just the sound design, when you do hear noises, everything is so efficient and precise, and nothing is overly done. It is small, it is powerfully intimate. Yeah, I was tense. I mean, we did a Wind the Flick about this afterward, and I was saying that I was like curled up in a ball, and then I was splayed out, and then I was curled up in a ball again. It's a physical, visceral experience.
Yeah, I yelled out loud at one point in this movie.
Not during the quiet part.
Not during the quiet part, but you know, there's a point at which something happens. This happens a lot in the movie, but one of the scares, like, I really just kind of yelled. It like really got me. This movie is very tense. Just the first 10 minutes of this movie are just this excellent study in short form tension. Like, you're immediately scared, right? You're intrigued and then curious and then really, really worried right off the bat. Even though you don't know what's going on.
No.
And when you finally start to get a sense of what's going on, as it becomes deeper and deeper, it's terrific. The acting is terrific. I mean, the sound design adds to this a lot, right? But the acting is really, really good in this. John Krasinski and Emily Blunt are great.
Working together for the first time,
working
husband
together.
and wife, yes.
And it's a good script. It's fascinating to watch them communicate mostly in sign language.
Well, Millicent Simmons, who
Yes,
plays the
is a
daughter
daughter.
from Wonderstruck, is actually deaf.
Yes, right.
And she and Noah Jupe play the kids, and I'm a big fan of their work from other films. He was in Wonder and Suburbicon.
So yeah, Wonder and Wonderstruck represented here.
Oh, that's right.
Both movies. Yeah, no, but they use sign language and just like the tiny little details as far as like, and the trailer shows this pretty well too, without giving away what happens in the film, is like they know which parts of the floorboards to step on so they don't creak, and they figured out a way to make this life, such as it is, work. One thing I like about it very much, you mentioned the script, is that they never explain what happened. There's no like title card going in a world.
Oh, there's no corn syrup wars in this one?
No, with the bandwidth riots or whatever they are. No, we don't have that here, but they just drop you in, and it's so efficient that like you don't need the hand holding. It shows instead of telling, which is great. And who knew John Krasinski had this in him?
I was going to say, I saw the hollers. So directed by John Krasinski was not a phrase that gave me a lot of confidence. But
I like that after the hollers, he's going completely in a different direction.
You didn't
Very
like that.
quiet.
We got
Boom.
something good for you. But
There
I
is
forgot.
no hollering.
No.
Yeah, and I forgot we talked about this on our Wine the Flick that we did. I forgot that he had also directed a movie called Brief Conversations with Hideous Men.
Yes.
Which is 2009. That was his directorial debut. But neither of those really in any way suggested that he had this kind of film in him, and just the precision of it is really impressive.
Yeah, this movie's amazing. It's easily the scariest thing I've seen in a long, long time.
Yeah.
And part of that is because there's kind of an emotional weight to it, because it is as much about the family dynamic, and something happens early on in the film that leads to a sense of kind of guilt, and there's a sense of guilt and a sense of kind of dismay and despair especially between Krasinski and Millicent, and that plays out really well. And then we also see, we start off, it's day 89 of the thing that's happened, and then we cut to day 472
472,
something,
I wanna say, yeah.
and things have developed with this family. And it's not too much of a spoiler to see, I believe, well, I don't even want to say it. There's a scene that shows up in the trailer in the bathtub. Wow, that's amazing.
Emily Blunt is so good, and she's so versatile, and she has such a wonderfully expressive face. Like, not overly emotive in a way that in any way takes you out or is like jarring or is false. Like, there's a purity to her and a directness to her presence, which really, really works here. it's essentially a silent performance in a lot of ways.
I was going to say, people forget there was, the first several decades of the movies were silent film acting, and there
They had
are
faces.
Exactly, they had faces then. But every so often you get roles that call upon that sort of thing, like Rinko Kikuchi in Babel and in The Brothers Bloom, is conveying so much without talking, and obviously Millicent Simmons in Wonderstruck. There are still great silent performances, and it sounds like this movie is offering room for that.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say anything about the ending, but I found it very satisfying.
Yes.
They don't. They don't go nice. Okay, so anyway, I like this a lot. I'm saying 9. I'm a big fan.
I love this movie. I'm giving it a 9.5.
All right, it's a 9.3 from us. It's at 98% on the tomato meter. It was at 100 for a while. I cannot imagine who among you does not
Somebody
like
wanted some noise.
this movie.
Right.
Yeah. So,
but definitely go see this one. Again, just as a reminder, you can go to adamtickets.com to get your tickets. Enter the code WTF5. Get $5 off your next movie, and you're helping support us, and you'll feel good, hopefully. But this movie is awesome. Yes, go see it on the big screen. This absolutely will make a difference.
And turn your goddamn phone off.
yeah. Bye.
Yeah.